Yay! Welcome to Torrin Tries. Today we are doing our Threadbanger project, our DIY cheesy ghosts. I'm going to make 2 because I can. So I gathered all my materials as it says. Yay! So I've got bottle. I've got this lovely empty, awesomely large bottle, and one of Frank's Red Hot. That's give us 2 different size ghosts, right? I already put down some wax paper because these have to dry, and since it will be glue, it will be slightly sticky, yada yada. I got some tape, cute tape too, but yeah, I got tape. Scissors, a bowl that we can put our glue and water in, and yeah, so there we go. So everything else, though, is in the box. Let's open our box and do like we're supposed to do. So the box comes with balloons for us, which is awesome, enough to make many ghosts if you so desire. We have our felt for eyes and mouths, which is good. I'm going to actually set that aside so we don't end up getting any glue on it before time. We've got our cheesecloth, yay, and our glue, which is hilarious because it's Threadbanger brand. So yes, yay! And as I said, the instructions are on the back. But basically, it's pretty simple. We're going to blow up some balloons and glue them to the tops of these bottles to make our ghostesses. And then we're going to put some glue in here and add some water and drench our cheesecloth and that stuff, and then drape. So let me get my bottles set up and my glue solution going, and we'll come back for the draping portion because this part's easy and self-explanatory. Back in a second. I've got my things set up. I cut my cheesecloth to the appropriate length because you want some like frothiness at the bottom because that is going to be your base to hold it up, because we're going to take that out from underneath. There is enough in here if you wanted to do one ghost where you could double up your cheesecloth, you know, in such a way so that it would be, you know, more opaque, like if you wanted to do 2, but I'm going to do 2 pretty transparent-y ones because I want 2 ghosts and not just 1 ghost. So this one is going to be very firm on the bottom, more so than this one, but that's okay. So now we have to do the part where we do our glue and water and then drape our stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to mix my glue and my water together and get everything draped because I will need the room where this camera is sitting for my elbows. But once it's all done, I will show you how it looks, and then we will check back in tomorrow. I'm going to let it dry overnight and see how it does. Okay, back in a sec. Well, alrighty, there we go. We are all wet. How was it? You may ask yourself. Doesn't look very ghosty right now, does he? How was it working with it once it was all gunned up with glue? Not too bad. You just have to be careful when you're pulling it apart and stuff, but we've got everything all set. If you're wondering where my other guy is, ooh, he's on top of my washing machine at the moment because I just didn't really have enough space for him here. Now this one is my tall one, so you see what the bottom looks like. So my guy in there has much better base. We'll see what works, or maybe if both work. We'll see how that goes. Any hoodles, it's time to dry. So that'll be overnight, and then we'll see how they look tomorrow. Okay, back in a snack. Snip, snip. Okay, you guys, so they both popped off. Super easy. Also, kudos to me for the wax paper because they popped off of there. So nice and easy. So when I did these, this one is a little more flimsy. I think I needed a little more glue. So when I did the smaller one, I did add more glue, and he's a lot sturdier. I think what I might do is I do actually have some cheesecloth myself. I think I'm going to do another layer on my tall guy. So I'm gonna take him away for now because I just want him to be a little more stable. But this guy good and stable. Yes. So this worked great. So I'm going to glue some eyes, and I'm going to take him away, and I'm going to add another layer of cheesecloth on him. Because he's tall, I mean, he's okay. Like, look, this little dude's good, right? This one, he's okay, but he just feels a little flimsy. So I'm going to double him up. Make him a little more substantial. Also, I don't really like the holes in the side of him. So, I'm going to save him for later, I guess. I'm going to work on him some more, but it does take a long time to dry. So let's work with my little guy. I'm going to do some eyes and a mouth, and then we'll be gravy. So, let me glue him some eyes on. Back in his Alrighty, there we go. I chose to make my ghost a happy ghost because I can. Yeah. My glitter pumpkin is from a few years back when we did Collab-O-Weens. He's very glittery and rhinestoney, and this was from last year. So, you know, apparently I do Halloween crafts fairly often. But I think our ghost is really cute. I think this is a really awesome one that you guys can do with your kids. Cheesecloth is not that expensive. It's basically cheesecloth, Elmer's glue, and some balloons. So you guys can totally do this. I will say I would use about half a bottle of glue instead of a quarter. I used a quarter on the other one. Or actually, it's probably just a quarter of a bottle of glue. But be careful how much water you add. You just want it slightly thin, not as super thin as my first one was. Even though it still worked, this is much sturdier because I added more glue. So, yay, there's our cheesy ghost. I think he's really cute. So, awesome. Yay, so this totally works, and I would like to thank Threadbanger for putting this in their box because this one's fun. And I'm sure we can figure out more cool things to make with this technique. Any hoodles, happy Halloween from my house to yours. And if you made one of these cheesy ghosts, let me know. Send me pictures. You know how I am. Okay, love you guys. Bye.